Hey yo yo. Yo, check it. This my special attack, 100 swords, 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. Who got next? Place your change on the cabinet. Air Combo University graduates juggle my enemies before tagging in the Master's Hero. Pros in action, toe tagging champions getting active. The message will always get near you. Return to the dream team, Spider-Man and Strider hear you. When the mask is on, I can't promise Cyclops to keep his glasses on. The handshake was potent. The inner glow shown as a mega optic blast trailer behind the Shinku Hadouken. How you gon' dodge both of them? Blast you down to the last atom. Best regards from the proton cannon you couldn't fathom. If you were raised on gaming and put a controller up, I'm old enough to study the meta before I bless you. We understood space in the dash clean. Now we need the Justin Wong poster right next to the pro athletes. Final justice like a primary lotus from out the sky. Stars and stripes reminding you racism is still alive. Bring a plasma sword to a gunfight. Hayato, bring a hurricane kick. Tatsumaki Senpaku. One time for all my tacos who played the console to their eyes closing. Probably forgot to study for their finals. Welcome to the Swordcast. Swordcast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Oh, welcome to the Swordcast. Swordcast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Oh, welcome to the Swordcast. Swordcast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.
Come on. White guys.
Bro.
What's going on?
Let's go. Yeah.
What's up?
Dude, what's going on, man? You know?
Dude, the Swordcast? Dude, that's
Dude.
my shit,
Dude,
bro.
they're freaking back.
Dude, the Swordcast is fucking awesome, bro.
Dude, they're back, man.
They are back. I pressed record, by the way.
Hilarious. We're back.
Yeah, we pop up on y'all every now and then.
We pop up on y'all every
You
now
know how
and
it
then.
is, man. We're adults
Yeah.
with jobs, but we love doing this shit.
And life is lifing
It
hard.
is.
A little too hard.
It's all good, though.
Yeah.
All is well.
What's going on, y'all? We're back for a random episode here. I know they have been few and far between, but as Hero just said, just busy.
Yeah.
It's just life going on.
But it's all good though. It's all good,
good.
man. We built a strong community. I know y'all fuck with us.
We did, and shout out to the Discord. Even though the pod is you know, it's not as consistent, the Discord is all the time, every day.
Yes.
If you want to join, comment on the video or shoot me a DM on Instagram. Sometimes my Instagram DM is kind of crazy, but still try.
Or send me a
Yeah,
because all he's gonna do is text me anyways.
Yep.
So
or
you
just
might as well just hit me up.
or hit up Hero here to get on.
Boom.
But yeah, man, it's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
It's been a long time.
What's going on? I got like gray hair now since the last time. I think I trimmed it.
I have several gray hairs
Oh
on
yeah,
my beard.
But yeah, I flat out am washed.
Washed.
Yeah, wash. Nigga was hooping the other day and
Uh-oh.
felt that one pain that you're not supposed to feel at age 30 something.
Ooh.
And that's the thing, bro. I didn't even I hooped the week before. It was 2 bad omens in a row, bro. I hooped the week before and like I really for a second I was worried. I was like, "Oh, has it I've been working out. I've been losing weight. I've been fucking like I'm in the best shape I've been in years." And dog, like after the first game, I was fucking dead, bro. I was like, what is going on? Like, it was so bad, bro. Like, I was like missing, like, I made a good ass move, lost my defender, and just like airballed the finger roll. It just slipped out of the ball just slipped out of my hands.
Mental.
And then on the like a couple possessions later, I had a wide open 3, and that bitch just like, I went up, shooting pocket, and the bitch just slipped. It just literally like, it didn't like, oh, it slipped. Like, no, literally, I like shot it downwards. Like, it slipped all the way out of my hands. And I'm like, dog, I'm dying.
Have I ever
like,
hooped before?
something is happening to me. I don't understand.
Oh,
So by the time the game was over, we actually ended up winning the first game. By the time the game was over, I'm like, dog, I was like, I talk a lot of shit. I'm usually like really like, whatever. Win or lose, I'm being funny.
Yep.
I was by myself in the corner like, dog, what the fuck Like what? Like get it together, motherfucker. Get it together. Like
so
you're embarrassing me is what I was saying.
You're embarrassing me.
Turns out, and so I gave y'all some context clues. The ball was so fucking slippery.
Oh, bro.
Turns out the air conditioner was off. There was no AC in that mug. And by the first game, I couldn't really tell just because I thought like, oh, it's hot. Like it's always hot. Bro, I looked at in the gym, I looked at the thermostat, nigga. It was 85 degrees in there. That's how niggas have heat strokes, bro.
I was about to say, that's kind of dangerous.
It was flat out dangerous. I'm like, bro, I know I'm not this out of shape. Like, I'm dying. I couldn't do shit. So anyways.
Not safe. Bro, I hooped at years, you know, it was a long time ago. I hooped at an Air Force base in Denver one time. High altitude.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Lungs.
Oh, man.
So that was 2 hoop sessions ago. The last one, I'm like, all right, cool. I know what the problem was. The AC was fucked up. I need to make up for that because I'm embarrassed because of how poorly I played. First game, I'm starting off good. Hit my first jumper. All good, man. Started talking a little shit on defense. Then I start feeling the back of my left calf.
Ooh, the strain.
And it was like, it didn't hurt, but it was like every time I moved or jumped, I felt that motherfucker ball up a little bit.
Shut it down.
And I was like, ooh.
Shut it down.
Nigga started having Tyrese Halliburton, nigga. Damian Lillard, goddammit. Fucking Jason Tatum and shit. I said, Kevin Durant. Dog.
Oh, goodness.
I said, hey, ooh. Pause.
Yep, I'm good. I'm
Left.
done.
Omari Hall has been downgraded to out. Left calf strain.
Will not be returning.
Will not be returning to action,
bro.
And that was not this weekend, but last week. I do feel better, but I think I'm gonna take one more week off.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna try next Saturday. I'm gonna try.
Yep. Well, yeah. Just be careful, man. That is definitely the one that scares us all the most for sure. Yeah, I was been dealing with an injury too, man. You know, I think this is my 9th week with this, 8th. Yeah, weeks ago, I separated my shoulder. At training.
It's no fun.
Yeah.
Hurts worse when you put it back in there. When you connect the Lego piece back in, it's even worse.
Yeah, man. I had a really I was rolling with a high level judo guy, and he slammed the crap out of me.
Like pulled that socket out.
I was really upset. It's a long story. I won't tell the whole story, but I was upset.
Was it just like some hoe ass shit?
It was just no, it's not that. It was just you know, there's when you are when you're training jiu-jitsu, there is always a level of etiquette between you know, the two. This is a high level judo guy, and I'm allowing him to work his game by me not just pulling him into my guard and only doing jiu-jitsu, right? He's a judo guy, so I'm standing with him.
Oh, you're trying to like
I'm getting
even the playing field to some extent.
100%. So don't explode at 100%, and you know, and that's what he did. And
so he judo through you.
Yeah, hard.
And, like over the shoulder joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
That's, and the
them bitches they're like a hip throw,
like a
Sotogari.
No,
yeah.
I think
Sotogari is when you kick the back leg up.
Back leg up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this might have been a Sotogari, I think.
Yeah. That's either way. That was one of. So I didn't do a ton of judo, but when I was training for my black belt, we learned like jiu-jitsu basics and judo basics, and that. Any of those hip throws are devastating, bro.
Yeah, and
like, devastating.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, I know a little bit of judo, and I do know some stand-up game, but just as I said, there is definitely a level of, you know, I'm evening the playing field for you, so we can have a good, you know, round, and just unexpectedly just kind of went from 0 to 1,000, and I ended up, Yeah, man, I had a separated shoulder. And I've been training again. I kind of took on more of just the teaching role, while I haven't been able to train. I've just started training again a little bit. So yeah, I was dealing with an injury.
When you separated it, did they pop you back in, or did you? You had to let it dangle for a minute.
So I did it myself.
Did you have to go against the door? How'd you do it?
I did it. Yep. I actually did it like this.
Leaning. Nah, that's the worst. It has not happened to me, but I've seen it happen. The hilarious, really quick story. My friend, my homie Jordan that I talk about that I hoop with, he separated his shoulder in the middle of a game one time. But he had separated it before, so that bitch was loose. Like, you know how when you separate it a few times, it'll just like that joint is just like kind of loose, and you could like see. We literally had to watch it back on game film. You could see like oh no, the controller is unplugged. Like, this nigga arm don't work right now. Like, that bitch is hanging there. Bro. The controller is unplugged. You need to plug that nigga back in. Type shit. It was. I mean, it wasn't funny, but like it just retrospectively looked kind of funny. Yeah, man. And so I took some time off, and then I just hold on, bro. As I'm thinking about that story, there's one image of like when the play stops. I forget exactly how it happens, but the play stops, and Jordan just like he has the ball in one hand. And then the shoulder that's separated is just hanging limp by his side. And he just looks over to the coach and the referee, and he just like stops. He's just staring at him like, bro, like, I can't move my arm. I gotta, because they didn't stop play right away. They didn't stop the whistle. He just stopped like, nigga, my shoulder don't work. Stop, blow the whistle, bro. That shit had me cracking up. Oh, he goodness. Just stopped and was like, dog. Help me, bro. Like, my shoulder is separated. I can't move my arm. Blow the fucking whistle. That shit was so funny, dog.
Goodness. So, oh man. So I, you know, after it happened, I was pretty upset. I knew my shoulder was cooked.
Yeah.
Man, this is a tough few weeks for me, man. I couldn't sleep. I really tried to just kind of work through it and see if it would be all right. And then,
do you have a sling?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you just raw dogged it?
I just raw dogged it. And then I would, so I kind of was assessing it myself. And then I didn't think it was a torn rotator cuff or anything, because I still had like full range of motion, but there was just certain things that hurt it. And so I finally was like, all right. So I went to the doctor, and doctor kind of, did some tests on me, and then he kind of drew it up and explained it to me, and he was like, you have a grade 1 separation. It could, he's like, it's about 6 to 10 weeks, for it to get better. And that made me feel better, because I was starting to kind of get scared that I might have torn something. But usually, and you can get a tear from like an impact injury, but it's normally would be something like this.
Yeah.
And it's you still, grade 2, you need surgery, to
sure.
repair it. So I got pretty lucky. But yep, injuries, old.
Dog, I was so I know we haven't guests like started yet, but I'll get us started. And what have we been into lately? A few things for me. You mentioned injury, bro. Like, I went to Cedar Point for the first time.
And got injured?
No. No, I didn't get injured.
He rolled his ankle away. He's stepping off the gym, and I rolled his ankle.
Dog, waiting in line. Just waiting in line, nigga. No, it's not that. That's hilarious, though. No, so this is the first time I've been to Cedar Point in like 12 or 13 years. Like,
oh my goodness, bro. I don't think I've been to Cedar Point since I was a senior in high school.
Damn. So it's been more like 15 to 18 years.
The day after prom, we all went to Cedar Point when I was in high school. I think that's the last time I went to Cedar Point. Seriously,
Bro, same. I don't know that I went to, and I. The crazy part is my college was like 30 minutes away from Cedar Point, and I never went. But you know why? Because I didn't have no fucking money, bro. Like niggas was poor in college, dog. Like we forget that the reason why niggas in Detroit went to Cedar Point so often was because you went with your school and it was free. It was more or less free. Or you went with your parents, and obviously your parents, in your mind, your parents have infinity money, so it's no big deal. But when I was an adult, like sort of an adult on my own, it was like, hey, let's go to Cedar Point, and it was like, all right, bet, it's a great idea. And then niggas turn their pockets inside out and shit, and was like, oh, but I don't have no doll hairs to make that transaction. So this is the first time I went as an adult. With like adult resources, so we stayed like not on Cedar Point, but like in like nearby at a little hotel. It was pretty fire. But the reason why I thought about this is, you know, you talk about injuries. Last time I was at Cedar Point, my like frontal lobe wasn't fully developed yet. I was 18, right, or maybe younger. So like my frontal cortex, my like risk assessment. Brain matter
risk assessment
hadn't fully materialized. So as I went back to Cedar Point, I was just looking around, and it was almost like a scanner, and it was just like injury. Like every ride that I looked at was like just blinking red lights of like severe injury risk, avoid, alert, avoid at all costs.
Terminator vision.
Facts, bro. So, but I did go. It was fun. We went on the only rides that we didn't get on were the Millennium Force. I've been on it once. See, this is what I mean about your frontal lobe materializing all the way. See, I don't know. Have you been on the Millennium Force?
Which one is that?
That's the big one. The big blue fast one.
I think I rode it when I was like probably pretty young. Yeah. I think I rode it like once.
So it only has a bar.
I'm actually not a big roller coaster guy. Never really have been. I'll ride them. I just don't never really. I don't know. It's never really excited me like that.
Fair. I mean, I'm not like the hugest. I'm not like some people are like thrill seekers. I wouldn't say that, but I do like a good roller coaster. Mm-hmm. This one, the Millennium Force, doesn't have like a shoulder harness. It only has the bar. No. And I'm like, I can't believe I got on that shit. Like, are you kidding me? Fuck no. There's no way I'm getting on that again. There's no fucking chance. So there's that, and then
that sounds horrible. You get on the ride and they just give you some ankle braces.
They give you a seatbelt, like a regular ass seatbelt. And you're like, all right, and then slap the side of it. And like, all right, have fun.
Dog.
Like, nah, let me out of here. Mm-mm. And I'm also at this weird weight now where I've lost a good amount of weight, but like I'm not big enough for the shoulder strap like where it used to go. So like, but I'm not quite skinny enough to go down one more. Mm-hmm.
So now you got the gap. You got the gap.
Bro, either I'm way too loose and I'm like sliding around that motherfucker, or I'm like cemented in that bitch. I'm like claustrophobic and I can't breathe. There was like no in between. I'm like, bro, I don't like this feeling at all.
Oh my gosh.
I would say though that the highlights were this run roller coaster called the Maverick, which we looked at. Oh, that's kind of cute. It doesn't have that high of a drop. Like, it's fine. It does have a negative angle drop though. It drops at a 95 degree, an 85 degree angle. So that bitch goes like inverse, but it's not high. So we were like, sure, that'll be fine. No big deal. That little shit, that's no big deal. Dog. It's called the Maverick because it reminded me of Hangman Adam Page, honestly, because like the whole theme is like you're supposed to be riding a bucking bronco.
Oh goodness.
Nigga, that bitch had me going every single direction. I'm like, dog, what is this? I was not prepared for how and so I got off and we were comparing it to like Disney World, like how Disney World has a bunch of like like theme park rides and experiences and roller coasters. And then I got off that Maverick and I pointed and I was like, nah, that there is a roller coaster. They ain't got nothing like that at Disneyland, bro. That motherfucker there is a roller coaster. So, and then the other highlight I would say is, and I didn't even shoot. This is how you just know, like niggas that can shoot the bloody cash. It just is what it is. I didn't even shoot it well. I got there early, and I came in with so much fucking arrogance, bro. Like I asked them like how much to get the hat. They were like, nigga, you got to make 18 out of 20. And I was like, shit, no problem. And then I started complaining because he didn't have a Detroit hat. And I'm like, what you mean? Detroit is right up there. How y'all don't have a Pistons hat? And this nigga was looking at me like, bro, if you like, nobody ever wins that. Like, so I'm like, all right, just give me a warm-up shot. Made the first warm-up shot, bloody cash, all net. And I shot it pretty well. I only, so you know, they got them weird ass rims and weird ass balls.
Like
and
the rims are kind of
all, it's just all kind of weird ass shit. So I only ended up making 11 out of 20, which to me was devastating. I'm like, bro, like what do you like? That's 50%.
That's actually a lot on those bent rims.
But so here's the thing, and I'm like, but I'm humbled though, because I came in talking so much shit, bro. I was talking so much shit. So I'm humble, and he was like, all right, well, you get the second prize, which is basically this like, I don't know, whatever. It was some like flower or something. And I leave dejected, like, oh, fuck, I'm trash. So then we come back later that night because they were doing like this evening like grown up thing. Nigga, why was my high score still there?
I would have demanded the hat.
And the same person was there, and I'm like, bro, ain't nobody beat that score yet. He was like, niggas haven't got past like 4 or 5. Like most of the shots that go up don't even touch the rim,
right? And
so I'm like, well, I guess I should be proud of that. I should have asked for the hat, but no. Anyways, so yeah, Cedar Point. And then the other thing I was going to say as far as what I've been into is the new King of the Hill series. Did you ever
I loved the original, have not watched the new one yet.
It's very funny. Very, very funny, man. Shout out to Bobby, dog. Bobby is my guy. They kind of made him sort of the default main character.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Man, he turned out exactly how I hoped he would turn out.
I mean, Bobby was raised well by his dad.
Yes.
And his mom was a little
dog. Peggy sucks.
She was the villain.
She sucks.
Peggy was the villain of King of the Hill, by the way.
Absolutely, without a doubt. But yeah, no, it was great. I highly suggest.
Are Hank and Peggy divorced in the new show?
Unfortunately, not. But
I thought they might be.
Yeah, very good, man. So that's what I've been into: avoiding injuries, getting on roller coasters, and watching King of the Hill.
Boom. Yeah, man. And real quick, I mean, we're approaching the end of summer. I had a great summer. The one trip we did take, my family, we went up north for a while. Got a cabin on Lake Huron up north, Sheboygan, went to St. Ignace, went to Mackinac Island. Amazing trip. But another thing I did over the summer, man, the Discord knows, one of the reasons we haven't been able to do stuff, I've been so busy. I am a teacher, and I am now a 6th grade ELA language arts teacher. So,
Mr. Noveliss. You should make your kids call you that, Mr. Noveliss.
A lot of work, man. A lot of work, and but yeah, man, that was just a new adventure for me, and something I got started over the summer. As I told you, the music grind was really dope, and I'm not done or anything, but the family was ready for an upgrade. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is it, man. So I'm a teacher,
and this is just gonna give you, like, I think experiences like this just give you more fuel. Like, I'm very excited to hear what you come up with, and I'm very excited to supplement like whatever. Because I get inspired when you get inspired. God damn it. Old man noises, dog. Dad noises and shit.
Goodness.
So I get inspired when you get inspired. So whatever we work on in the future, when you are now inspired by like these kids Like I'm sure it's just gonna fuel the creative even more. So
yeah, man, 100%. And then shout out to my boys, man. My my AU team, my Oakland Elite boys.
hooping, man.
They have been playing very well. We won the mid recruit tournament, which was the biggest end of the summer tournament in Michigan. They won the whole thing for their age group. So
This team is good. They're y'all are big dogs now.
yeah,
like y'all are the big dogs.
yeah. It's pretty cool, man. I got some, my son Jay, amazing shooter. He's a really good player, but I got some boys, man, that have that really have from the ground up are turning into some guys that are gonna be some college players, man. So
I think that they're, from my eyeballs, I think that you got at least 4 college basketball players on that team.
Yep.
And I think you got at least 1 D1 player on that team.
I also agree. I think the same. I think I have I think I have one kid that definitely should be D1. I think I would say I got about, if they stick with it, right?
Sure.
They're so young. They're only going in 10th grade. If they stick with it, I think I got about 6 kids that should be playing at college, maybe even more. Honestly, if they all stick with it, they all could, honestly. But it's about, I always talk about, you can kind of see who the hoopers are, and you can kind of see who's going to be left standing when they're seniors, and you know what I'm saying? And I think it'll be about 6 or 7 of them, but I do think I have a D1 player or 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, boom, that. What I've been into currently.
Hold on, before you pivot into that, just
go ahead.
One Noveliss texted me and asked me about like what posters he should put up in his room to like, and I gave him some suggestions. But one of the ones that I suggested was more like a book than a poster. But I was in all caps. I responded, the autobiography of Malcolm the fuck Detroit Red El Shabazz ass X. Period, bro. We not doing no revisionist history around here, bro.
No.
You finna learn about these radical black ass.
I got a poster of all bunch of black authors.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to put it on the door. so it's the first thing you see.
Do you have an idea of like how your the demographics of what your class is gonna look like?
I don't, but the school I'm at is a very probably the closest thing that you'll ever see to like a true split of. It's a lot of black kids, a lot of white kids, a lot of Latino kids. It's a really diverse school.
That's good.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. But also overwhelmed. but yeah, man. I've been sort of revisiting the Transformers films, right?
Yeah.
And I've really been so I hate that I missed it because I was late to this comic books run. Daniel Warren Johnson, this dude's art style is crazy. It's the guy that did Do a Power Bomb, the wrestling comic.
Yeah.
So this guy has a Transformers run.
Bro, I just saw this panel today. I meant to send it to you.
Oh my goodness! Is it from that?
It could be. Is it like
vibrant art style?
So what I'm looking at is, I can't tell which Autobot it is, but he's got 2 guns and he's like jumping into the mouth of Omicron.
It might be that. I'm not that far yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
But his
what's the big planet's name?
Unicron.
Unicron.
Yeah. And but this guy, Daniel Warren Johnson, check his stuff out, man. Incredible. He's doing this Transformers run right now. It is amazing. He's a big wrestling fan, so
I have been seeing that.
They do wrestling moves.
I have been seeing that.
Autobots and the Decepticons do wrestling moves.
Yeah, they're like German suplexing each other.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so dope.
I have seen that.
So this is, I've been reading this and I'm loving it. It's so good. And the story is really dope too, man. It just kind of starts off with the Autobots and the Decepticons sort of crash landing on Earth, and a lot of them are out of commission, and they have to find energy sources to like get their soldiers back online, and it's really good, man. And then, like I said, the fighting is crazy. They're just doing wrestling moves on each other. But yeah, the films, man. I've been, I kind of, me and you talked off air about how, the live action Transformers movies really sort of represent a really memorable time in my life, and probably yours too, because it's that age where you weren't a little kid, but we were I was a young college kid, and these movies were I loved them when they came out. Some of my favorite movie experiences, and just those big summer action blockbuster movies, and I told you, I think these movies might have been my first ever experience with nostalgia, because I was a young old adult, so I was old enough to experience nostalgia, right? And then at our age, being that young, but kind of getting into that early adulthood, Transformers was something that we loved as kids, and now here it's this big thing in these films. So those movies were probably my first time having nostalgia for something. I would say so. But yeah, man, so speaking of nerd stuff, also Optimus Prime's got the greatest voice in history ever. What's my man's name?
Peter Cullen.
Yeah. Just
perfect
voice. Is so
perfect voice, and perfect for that character.
It's so inspirational. It is. It's crazy. But yeah, man, those films.
Bro, do you remember the era before Tom on Toonami, where Peter Cullen was doing the bumpers?
I do. Yep.
Is it a hot take to say that he was a little better than Tom, dog?
Peter Cullen's one of the best voice talents of all time.
I could just be nostalgia glasses, but I really feel like that was the best Toonami era, bro. Yeah. And I love Tom. Like, I love the Tom art, because you remember they had like the storyline where Tom got destroyed. He was
a character, yeah.
And like that cliffhanger didn't really go nowhere because he just got rebuilt. But I love the voice actor. That's Stephen Bloom was the voice actor. But before that, when you didn't see, there was no character. It was just Peter Cullen's voice talking about Ronin Warriors and Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Like, oh my, that era was so fucking fire, bro.
Dope. It was dope. But yeah, man, you were talking about you had some opinions on nerd culture and what's going on.
I do. Let me filibuster for 1 second. I want to, just for the sake of the audience.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Transformers films is really the first one and the third one. What'd you say about the second one?
No, bro, there's too many nigga bots in the second one.
It's too many watermelon economies in that movie. But the third one, I could do without the first 45 minutes of that movie with all the human stuff and Sam looking for a job and all.
But once it gets going,
bro, once they get on that freeway chase, that
shit is Detroit as fuck.
Incredible.
The people mover and everything.
That movie's incredible. The whole last hour. This is it. Play it.
This place is a town of
hard, dog.
Oh my goodness.
40 years ago, everything we knew was destroyed.
Oh my God.
This was so fucking
changed
good.
forever.
There isn't anyone who really knows exactly what did happen.
The survivors left without memories. In the aftermath, a new society has formed.
You know what was even better though? This one, this specific trailer.
From the deepest reaches of space,
Some darkness approaching.
the ultimate enemy has arrived.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Their single
Tree of
purpose,
Might
destroy
trailer.
our world.
Let's plant this thing.
From the seeds of destruction,
His
a new
voice
threat has
is
arisen. A tree with the power to enslave a planet.
The tree of might will leave Earth withered up and dry.
7 heroes
I think,
are all that
technically
stand in its
speaking-
way.
Won't let the Earth be destroyed. Power up! Bring it on!
Oh yeah, I think the tree of might happens canonically. Well, it's not canon, but I think if it were canon, it would happen before, not before Raditz, would it? Or certainly before Vegeta and Nappa.
I think
Between Raditz. Yeah. But there's another Dragon Ball Z movie that's supposed to be before
World's Strongest, I think.
World's Strongest.
That's my movie right there.
World's Strongest had
some of the craziest fight choreography.
Bro, in my opinion, that's like peak. It's like merges Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z perfectly.
Yeah, that movie is really dope.
World's Strongest is just Goku, like 18-year-old, like prime Goku.
Hands.
Man, fuck all that key shit, nigga. I got these hands for you.
The scrap.
And he was just scrappy dappy the whole movie.
World's Strongest.
It was a great movie. Anyways, yeah. So I did have some of the opinions, bro. I was talking to Edmund about this a couple of days ago. I'm worried that like anime niggas, and I think you know who I'm talking about when I say this. Like, you niggas are making this shit weird now, bro. And it's not like,
how so?
Just like it's just become a fan. It's just become a standum, right? Just like any other toxic fan base. It's and this is not new.
A standum.
Yes,
that's interesting.
The difference between like stands and fans, where like the only team that I'm a stand for, and I even worry about this a little bit, is the Pistons, or like the only thing that I stand for. Where like I would say the difference between a fan and a stan is that a stan is like unable to be reasonable about it, like just in general, right? Like anything that isn't abject praise for this thing is insulting or disparaging, which is just not true. Like, it's just way healthier, in my opinion, to be like, I'm a huge fan of a lot of stuff, but like part of being a fan is being able to like be critical of that thing if it's not delivering the way you want it to. So like WWE like stands, right? It's way more fun to be a wrestling fan than it is to be a WWE or AEW or whatever, whoever it is.
Stan. Right? Because you guys know how much I love New Japan, and I was just blasting them.
I saw you. I was actually kind of surprised
for the way that they booked G1. It ended up being, good in the end, but
yeah,
this, I'm not afraid to criticize things that I love.
For sure. I mean? That's why you love them, is because you wanted to see it do well. So my fear is that like, man, like these anime conversations are just getting so weird and so gross now. And like you just see all of the things that like permeate greater society all happening within that microcosm. Like hating women all of a sudden. And again, not new, but like, or homophobia, or like all these weird ass things that niggas be doing, or like just being a dick, just being an asshole, and like not, gatekeeping. Complicated feelings about that. Like, I think you should protect black culture, for example, or hip hop culture, whatever. Like, gatekeep to a certain extent, protect it so that it's like, so that I think somebody put on my Facebook the other day, if you gatekeep with the intention of making sure that the well-being of the thing is being preserved, that's good. But like when you gatekeep just to say like you can't have this thing because I got it, is really corny. And the ironic part about all of this is just kind of get me back to the main topic, is that why are we even gatekeeping, bro? Because anime is not niche anymore.
That is very true.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, you niggas who are being weird about this shit, like, and when you say things, and this is where I kind of get on my back in my day ass shit, but like, it was niche because it was niche. You really had to be a part of a really specific community to enjoy this shit. It didn't really have, and we got clown. I mean, I was lucky because I could speak a few different languages.
Watching them devil cartoons,
Oh shit, there was definitely that. But I could speak a few different languages. I was in a few different worlds. I could speak the language of hip hop, the language of basketball.
Facts.
So I would, and me and you were similar in that, where I could go in and out of some of these worlds. But a lot of my homies couldn't go in between those worlds. And some of my other friends in like the basketball world used to think that my other friends were fucking weird as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the basketball niggas and the regular niggas and the hip hop and like the cool guys, the regular cool guys are getting into anime now. And we're thinking like, oh man, like that's cool. Like we've made anime cool. Like, no, that's not what happened.
Right.
Anime became mainstream. And so now you're not taking any risks to be a fan of anime.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It was considered to be, and again, back in my day, I know y'all young niggas hate when we say that shit, but it was different. Like if you were like, hey, I'm gonna be a fan of this very niche thing, that was sort of a social risk because not a lot of people were hip. Mm-hmm. Even if they weren't gonna just make fun of you just outright. And again, lucky, I was an athlete, so niggas didn't try me like that. At least not when I got into high school for sure. But at the very minimum, like you'd be lucky if they even knew what you were talking about. Like they might want to engage, but like, sorry, I
don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know that thing.
Right.
That's why me and Edmund stayed so close for so long, because like not the only reason, but one of the reasons is because we were like the only other niggas that we knew that liked this shit. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, and I was way more into anime than he was, but like he was into, he had his own nerd lanes.
Was he drawing the Final Fantasy characters?
He was not a Final Fantasy drawer.
You remember that?
Yes.
There was these when we grew up. There was these. There was like specific archetypes of nerdy kids back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had your Dragon Ball. You had your Dragon Ball tape guys. You had your
we were Dragon Ball tape guys.
I was too. You had your kids that was drawing Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy.
Bro, Chrono Trigger, absolutely, bro. He don't ever pick up the phone when I try to do this without. Oh, he did.
Hey.
Yo, you are on the podcast right now.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So we were talking.
I kind of expected that when you said, "Oh, he did."
Yes,
so that's whether or not I was going to answer. Okay,
exactly, because you rarely answer when I try to call you on the spot without giving you a warning. It's not my fault you weren't listening when I said, "Hey, I'm going to call Edmund right quick."
Yeah,
I feel like that's not 100% accurate.
It's not 100% accurate, but it is less than 0%. It's more than 0% accurate for sure. The reason why I called though. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. You feel like what?
No, just go ahead. Let's not get worried about the Smiths.
We were talking about, it's similar, not quite as intense, but a similar conversation to one you and I were having the other day, where it was like, man, anime or just nerd culture in general, not really niche anymore, very mainstream. Like you're not really like, this idea that like, oh, like we're so brave. These cool guys are super brave for liking this like niche ass, like weird ass anime shit. Like, nah, bro, anime is super popular. You don't really take the same kind of risks that we took when we were younger to like engage in that kind of thing. But that was long story short, we got into thinking about like one of the reasons you and I were so close for so long was because we were each kind of the only other nigga that we knew at that age that liked this stuff, right? Like we just didn't have that many other people to talk about or talk to about these things, except for, you had your brother and Randall to maybe a lesser extent, but definitely like you and I, like you were the only other person that I knew of that knew this stuff the same way that I did. Would you say that that's fair?
Yeah, you're forgetting our old boy Kenneth.
Oh, shout out to Kenneth. Yeah. We had a homie. Shit, that was like first, second grade or whatever. He used to have those X-Men trading cards. Them bitches were fire.
Stats on the back.
Yes, exactly. So the question was, Noveliss was asking like, was Edmund the kind of kid that would draw like Final Fantasy characters? And I was like, no, he wasn't a Final Fantasy drawer. And I was trying to think like, what did you draw back then? What was your go-to caricatures that you? Because I know we used to draw our own characters, but outside of that, like what was the pop culture thing that you used to draw as a kid?
Ooh, shit. Fuck.
I can't really remember. Because I was the Dragon Ball Z kid. I drew all the Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Well, by the time we got into Dragon Ball Z, a lot of our characters were inspired on that style, like the same chin and head shape and the eyes. So that was just copy and pasted. This even down to the same eyebrows, doing the exact same things.
Absolutely.
As Goku, Vegeta, and all of that. Like no character, no difference in them. They just always had the same scowl every single fucking time.
Every time.
So copy paste. Oh, he's happy this time. Copy paste the scowl.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any specific character. Like maybe like no, like inspiration from like. If I was gonna say, hey, I'm gonna draw the X-Men this time, and it might have been like a Wolverine or Cyclops, but it was never anything that consistent of like, yeah, this is my go-to every single fucking time because this is gonna make me the money, you know, and get me the props when people come by and be like and do the same standard. Hey, you draw?
Yep. Yes. Yeah, it's always the same thing. Yeah, you asked me that last week, bro.
You're like, yes. What do you think I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
I guess this is poetry if you want to get really, you know, creative with it, sure. Yeah, no, it was just by the time we got to the Dragon Ball age, it was probably more consistently influences of that, I would say.
Yep, that makes sense. I would say so too. All right, well, I just wanted to get that since we were talking about the nostalgia piece and all of that. Just wanted to get your 2 cents.
Sweet. Phone calls count as guest appearances.
Yeah.
I'm in the lead, baby.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Hey,
Peace,
also, Noveliss said he's gonna hit you up because he needs to know how to be a excellent teacher.
Yeah.
Well, then why would he hit me up?
You can help him start somewhere. You're more help than I would ever be. That's for sure.
Mediocre at best, baby.
All right, bro.
Oh goodness. All right, brother.
All right, see you later.
Peace, man.
Funny. So there you have it, Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, man. Speaking of Edmund, Year of the Rat, man.
Yes, sir.
So the Year of the Rat, the film that I was in, there was a screening in Atlanta. I went to it. I had a great time. Met up with Edmund. Couple of the other Discord homies there. Met Josh for the first time ever.
I've still not met
I met Josh before you.
That's crazy.
So on Josh's friend tier list,
I'm at the bottom. Niggas don't fuck with me. Yeah.
But it was super dope, man. Shout out to homie Cyrus, man. It's just really cool seeing people, like the film, and this time it was with Black Dynamite, and I got to meet Michael J. White, man, and it was really dope. That's one of my guys. You
for
know
sure.
what I mean? That's one
so
of my
so
guys.
hold on. So solve this for us. Is it Michael J. White or Michael J. White?
This didn't clear that up. But man, it was really dope, man. It was really cool meeting him.
And he's cool as hell.
He's mad cool, mad humble. We talked a lot about martial arts. And I can't stress enough, Black Dynamite is such... First of all, I think it's the funniest movie of all time.
It's very funny, bro.
Second of all, it is such a brilliant film. It is... Everything in the movie is intentional.
Yes.
And the thing I always explain to people is these guys are not just playing the characters, but they're playing the actors who would play those characters in those movies during that time.
Yes.
And there's so many little small, funny continuity jokes in there. There's a scene at the beginning where the girl's crying, and then one scene she's got one tear coming down from her eye, and then it goes to him, and then it goes back to her, and then she has no tears.
Yep.
And then he goes to wipe a tear from her face, but there's no tears. It's like little stuff like that, and it's stuff like that sprinkle all through the movie. It's such a brilliant movie. And then just getting to meet Michael J. White, I didn't know that he did so much. He like wrote that movie, and you know what I mean. He writes a lot of movies too. He's a talented guy, man. So that was really dope. That was one of my favorite experiences ever.
That's
and then
fire,
my parents went, man. So that was really cool. You know what I mean. I flew down, and then I ended up, my parents drove because I got an aunt that lives out that way. So I flew down, but then I took the road trip back with my parents. So that was really fun, man. That was cool. So they got to see the movie too, so that was dope.
I love that, man.
But yeah, man, quick wrestling recap before we get into all these things that we've missed. Konosuke Takeshita wins G1.
Dog.
I think this might be your earliest call on a superstar ever. This was
his first match
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
His first televised American match. I was like, him. He's got the stuff.
He looks like Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi's baby.
Yes.
And
except he's like bigger than both of those guys.
Yeah, he's man, special.
And he's got, man, he does the thing which is difficult, I think, for Japanese wrestlers to do, because I don't know if he speaks super great English yet. One, he's young. I don't even think he's 30 yet, is he?
He's young, but I think he's a little older than you think. I think he is.
Really? Is he like 30 something?
I don't think he's 30 though. He's probably, if he is, he's probably 30 on the dot. I think he might just be 30 or 29 or something like that.
I mean, shit, for a wrestler,
that's young. That's a baby.
That's a baby. Like
wrestlers, yeah.
He is 30.
Wrestling is weird. These guys, they hit their prime when they're like 32.
Yeah.
So
they're like young
30s.
Guns in their early 30s, and they hit their like prime, like, and they're like 38, 39.
It's such a weird business where you really have to put in a lot of time,
a lot of work, man,
to get to the to the top.
So when I saw him, he does this thing that I think is difficult for Japanese wrestlers to do, where he doesn't speak like amazing English, and so when you have that language barrier, you got to really, like, I think the best example ever of this is Shinsuke Nakamura, where he speaks okay English, but like he was able to make you feel him as a personality without saying anything, just by like his antics and his like personality in the ring. And Takeshita isn't that. He's not that dramatic, but he's got a little bit of Okada to him, like prime Okada, where it's like Okada was very, very good at looking like this wrestling shit was beneath him. Like, you niggas aren't, you guys aren't like worthy of being in my ring. And I feel like Takeshita does that very well. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see his future. Like, I think he's a future world champ. I see him as a IWGP champion. I see him as a AEW champion. Like, I see him holding a lot of belts.
Facts. I think he's gonna main event Wrestle Kingdom, and I think he's ready. I think he's the guy. I mean,
I don't think he's gonna put him over. Oh, do you?
I think they have to. He's under.
But
he's under multiple contracts. He's literally under contract with AEW, New Japan, and DDT. So
okay, because I was gonna say, like, I feel like New Japan doesn't play that shit.
No, they don't. And that's why they took so long to put Ibushi on top. But I believe what we're gonna see happen is they're going to try to get him to be to have New Japan be his home and not AEW. I think that's what we could see, but you never know. I
wouldn't like that as much, just because I think not to say that New Japan isn't a big stage, but it's not quite the same stage as AEW.
He's definitely he's a star, man. He's a huge star. So that was dope.
But to your point though, if he does decide, that he wants to make New Japan his home, then I think they do put him over.
Yeah, but that will factor 100%
for sure.
And their decision.
So I guess what we're saying to you is, if he gets put over, expect him to be on AEW a lot less.
Facts.
And he's gonna hold down. But the nice thing about New Japan is that they only do, like, they basically only do pay-per-views, like from like an American perspective, because they don't have, like, as far as I'm not a regular.
Yeah, they don't have a televised.
They don't have a weekly show.
No.
Like, so every show is an event.
Yeah,
basically.
and that's why when Kenny Omega and some of the guys that have left were there, that's why every time they wrestle, they're going at an insane high level, because they're just not wrestling as often. So you do that.
So I love that in theory, and I think it works for New Japan, but I think the American market is too greedy for that to work.
Yeah.
Even if the quality of, can you imagine, like, with the talent, and with the talent that, say what you want to say about WWE, but they got some incredibly talented wrestlers over there. The talent that WWE has, the talent that AEW has. If they had a schedule like that, it would be insane, the level of matches that they would have.
It would be dope.
But they just would never do that, because more every day, more wrestling. Dumb it down, water it down,
put them in a cage, and then let them out when it's time.
Yeah,
Vince. WWE is just a MAGA company, by the way.
Oh, like, they're not even hiding it no more.
It's so gross. I hate it. But yeah, man. Speaking of moving on, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not a Fantastic Four guy, bro. They've never been one of my favorite teams. I've always thought Mr. Fantastic was kind of corny. I don't like stretchy powers. I think they always look silly. Sue Storm, very underrated, super fucking powerful. In my opinion, and it's probably fact, she's besides Franklin, probably easily the most powerful of the I'm about to say the financial
four
of the Fantastic Four. So, like, historically, and just like they came around in a time where the American propaganda was super heavy, and I'm just not a fan of that in comics. It's in comics. It's the biggest reason, honestly, why I'm not a Superman fan, is because how often and how consistently he's used or was used as an American propaganda piece. Way more so than Captain America. I mean, Captain America was plenty used as a propaganda piece, but the real Captain America was Superman always. And I've never been into that like that. And I think the Fantastic Four were also represented like that all American family, that all American 60s, perfect home family that also happen to be superheroes.
Yeah, I'm the same. I was never a big Fantastic Four fan. But I do. They're just one of those. They're just one of those teams, and just one of those titles where they just bring in so many good characters around.
Oh yeah. Their
world. Silver Surfer, Galactus, Doctor Doom. So you're always getting. I remember even in the did you ever the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s?
Yep.
It was good. And it was and there's Black Panther episode, there's a Doctor Doom episode. Like, that show was one of the first cartoons I was bringing in some of these characters.
Here's a super nerdy fact. We often thought, this is a little disappointing, but it's a good factoid. We often thought as kids, and it made sense to us because in the comics, all of this shit is connected. So we assumed that since there was there was an X-Men cartoon, there was a Spider-Man cartoon, there was an Iron Man cartoon, and there was a Fantastic Four cartoon, and also a Hulk cartoon.
Silver Surfer cartoon.
Yeah. And they were all happening at the same time. They all were were kind of overlapping each other.
And they all had the same animation style too.
They did, which made us think like, dog, these are all in the same universe. They weren't. There were two universes.
That I did not know.
Can you guess how they were broken down?
I'm gonna say Iron Man and Spider-Man take place in the same? No, because wasn't War Machine in Spider-Man?
Yes, I think so. So I actually don't know about Iron Man.
Ah, okay.
But I know for sure
Tony Stark with the mullet.
Actually, no.
He looked
So
clean,
I'll get to that in a second.
That
I think
show
I'm
had
right
its-
about this.
Those cartoons were dope. Get on
There's-
Disney Plus, man.
There's
Watch
an
those
episode.
cartoons.
There's an episode of Spider-Man that proves this. It's the Beyonder episode,
Mhm.
and it's that Spider-Man and the X-Men take place in the same
Right.
universe.
Yep.
Because Wolverine makes a cameo, Storm makes a cameo.
And then they even further elaborate on it in X-Men 97
Yeah.
when they show Spider-Man on the TV.
the screen.
Yeah.
And so those two for sure take place in the same universe, and that's a different. That is on its own. In terms of Fantastic Four and Iron Man also take place in the same universe, but it's a different universe because that was like, it was the same studio because remember it was that Canadian studio that was doing X-Men, but this was all like Fox Marvel like Saturday morning cartoons. They were all in the same shit, and I'm pretty sure it
Hulk
was
is in there too.
Hulk, Iron
That
Man,
Hulk cartoon was good too, man.
and Fantastic Four. So, anyways, I'm gonna double check that in a second, but I liked it, man. I liked it more than I thought I would. I thought the cast was great. I loved the depiction of the characters. I think they did a good job of like doing that all-American family shit without making it too propaganda-y. And to me, the highlight, and I complained about this, and you and Edmund both tried to get me to see the light, and I was like, no, nigga, that nigga looks like a giant baby. He looks really stupid. And I think I think I got to give myself a little bit of empathy. When he landed on Earth, he did look a little silly. But when they first visited Galactus in his ship, he looked so fucking raw, bro.
Great.
That shit looked picture perfect, comic accurate, better than the comic, bro.
So cool.
That shit looked so fucking good.
That was and so in my opinion, that was the best scene. That whole entire sequence where they go see him for the first time, and then they escape, and then you got Silver Surfer surfing through a wormhole,
man,
and then you got the birth of Franklin Richards on the ship.
What kind of that is the craziest birth ever, bro.
They were really and just as far as like filmmaking goes, they're really getting into some like actual sci-fi elements. It was dope, man. I thought the movie was dope too. Again, not necessarily my favorite team or characters, but just a well-made film, and they did what they needed. It did what it needed to do. I loved the fact there's a lot of nice little nuggets in there too. I really liked that Silver Surfer, with Silver Surfer being a woman, I really liked that it was Shalabal, which that's actually Norrin Rad's wife's name from.
What I was hoping they would do? It made me actually, because I was whispering, in Sydney's ear the whole time, like, that's Silver Surfer's wife. And then it made me. I was really hoping for them to validate me by like her mentioning her husband.
Yeah. And I really thought they were when she talked about her homeworld.
Yeah.
And it was in La, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in La. Yep.
That's where Norrin's from too. So,
then when she didn't do that, I was like, "Fuck, did I get that wrong?"
I kind of feel no, you didn't.
I know I did. I just was worried for a second.
I kind of am hoping that I actually think there's a deleted scene where they did, but then they kind of pulled it back. And I think this opens up, Norrin Rad being in
100%
in the universe as well.
Bro, that is why they did that. Yeah. This is not the 616 universe. This is the 828 universe. Mm-hmm. They are, and so that universe is likely gonna get it's gonna get incursioned. They're not gonna waste Norrin Rad on one movie. Mm-hmm. The reason why they went with this Shalabal is so that they can reintroduce Silver Surfer as Norrin Rad whenever, and probably in Secret Wars. Honestly, it'll probably happen then. Yeah,
I'm here for it. And again, just with the little things they were throwing in there, they even mentioned, Galactus And he even briefly mentioned his life before he became Galactus, and that really kind of excited me because that's some pretty new lore, and it's from that Thor story that I love, where Thor becomes the herald for Galactus, and then he ends up killing him. The Black Winter story.
Yeah.
And I know they're doing another Thor film, and I think if that's something they could do, that would be crazy. You know what I mean? So I could definitely see the path for that too. So this movie was dope, man, and I think it did exactly what it needed to be, for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
Superman.
Yeah.
I kind of feel the same exact way about Superman.
Same.
Again, here's this character that I don't really like and I never really cared for. But again, done in a really dope way. And again, it's a good film. It was a good movie, and I think it was a step in the right direction for these movies, for sure.
Yes, agreed. Still trying to fact check this. But yes, for Superman, again, I just talked about it. I was never a Superman super fan. But I thought this was a very good Superman movie. I thought that they did. My only real complaint was that I have two complaints. One, I thought it was a little bit on the nose how much James Gunn was basically punching Zack Snyder in the face over and over again. Like, hey, I understand Superman better than you. I understand Superman better than you. And he was just rubbing it in, like, just the whole, like, him going way out of his way to, like, not hurt things was like, okay, we get it. Like, whatever. Didn't really do a whole lot for me, but I get, like, the people who that mattered to, it mattered to them a lot. And also, dog, this is gonna lose me some points with. Actually, it shouldn't. If you are a real laser-eyed black person like me, you will understand what I'm talking about. But I know a lot of people love Mr. Terrific, but I hated his. I love the character. One of my favorite characters, Mr. Terrific, phenomenal character. But his depiction in this fucking movie was fucking awful. I hated it, bro. He was a jive ass. He belonged. You know what movie he belonged in? He belonged in Black Dynamite, bro.
Stop.
He was a jive turkey the entire movie. I hated that shit, bro.
Jive turkey.
I hate when we talk about this all the time, bro. That like fake black scent that they make black people talk with. Like, no black people talk that way, bro. I hated that shit.
I'm just glad my man's got redemption for X-Men First Class, man.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Nah, man. What's your name?
Darwin.
What's your power? I can't die. Dies.
Dies immediately.
Come on. Oh man. And Hero hating on Mr. Terrific, so we'll go ahead and move on from that. Hey, last thing, man. Alien Earth. 2 episodes in. How you feeling about Alien Earth, man?
Good. I like it. I like it a lot. So here's what I'll say. First of all, the actor who plays the David character, or like the Wayland the Wayland Wutani robot, or synth, or is he a cyborg?
I think that one's a cyborg because he's doing some.
Yeah.
He's doing some stuff.
So those characters, those Wayland robots or cyborgs, are always like some of my favorite characters in all the movies. That actor, one of my favorite like lesser known actors. He was in. Did you ever finish Into the Badlands?
Yeah, he was he came in the last season.
He was the big bad, and he was so good in that role.
Into the Badlands is one of my favorite shows
for sure. Here's why I like it, bro. It's early. It's early to see like where it's gonna go, but I could tell like it's high quality. Clearly, they put a lot of time and care into it, which I can see. But what I really like about it is that they're finding this really weird balance between Alien and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story, there's some storytelling stuff that's very like kind of slow and intentional.
And and when the show first began, I loved the like just the analog tech on the ship and the way the ship looked. It did a really good job of reminding you that this is before Alien. You know what I mean?
Like you could tell he really studied his.
And you can even see that it's in a similar, because it's only made 2 years before Alien.
2 years before.
So it's you can look at the ship design on the inside, and you can tell that it's not far removed from Alien. The way it starts, it reminded me of Alien. The crew, when they were all at the table, you know what I mean? It was super similar to Alien. So that was really dope.
So here's the answer. Finally, I was right, but there is one caveat. So Spider-Man and X-Men have one. What happened?
I completely forgot.
Yeah,
this is from like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm like a dog with a bone on this. So Spider-Man and X-Men do have the same continuity, and then Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and the Hulk all have the same continuity. But Spider-Man acted as a hub to kind of combine them all. And ironically,
Secret Wars
episode was the one that did it. Which is kind of the same thing they finna do now. Dog, Secret Wars is such an important story, bro.
It's one of the biggest stories ever.
And it's so good because it does a good narrative. It's like the perfect narrative cheat code to like clean up your own mess.
Yeah, it is.
And but it works though. Like it's the perfect narrative way to make sense of all the nonsense that y'all been doing for the past 60 years. And like not forgetting that this person wrote this and forgetting that person wrote that. Like it's just such a valuable, and I think that you know New 52 or Crisis on Infinite Earths was basically DC's version of it, but I don't think it worked the same. I think Secret Wars did it a lot cleaner. So anyways, yeah, shout out to Secret Wars.
Fire, man.
Alien Earth also.
Yeah, Alien Earth is I like it. I think you nailed it, and it kind of captures a space between Alien and Aliens. I love how you are sort of getting the story of how the world ended up the way it is in those films, right? But with these mega rich companies, sort of, and you know, you have the Yutani that's in pursuit of this perfect organism, right? They got all those crazy weird creatures on that ship, dog.
Yes, bro.
Oh my god, dog. Bro. The thing, the bug that was,
bro,
like
sucked the life out them niggas.
Bro, the life.
And it got too fat. It couldn't get away.
Oh my goodness, man. Crazy. Then you had the weird eyeball thing.
Bro, that shit was horrifying.
Ridiculous. And then on top of that, it's just a xenomorph. And this thing looks great.
It's so good, bro.
The way that it moves and the way that it just looks it looks so good. It's
so
really good.
I am curious though to learn about how we get to a whole xenomorph, because as you know, you need a catalyst to get there.
And I also wanted to ask you this too about this.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as I know, the whole xenomorph's whole goal is to populate, and they don't kill for sport, as far as I know. But there's no queen, so is that why this one is just sort of killing for sport?
I don't know, man. I kind of think, I don't know if they kill for sport, but I think they kill because that's what they're designed. They're like engineered for it.
Yeah, but I think they're always just cocooning.
Yeah. So let's start with this context. I fuck with Prometheus. I don't care what these.
I like Prometheus.
Prometheus gives you kind of the answer, right? Prometheus, even if the answer is messy, even if the details are messy, the answer is this: that like the life source, or the black goo, whatever you want to call it, they call it something in the universe.
It makes them
so it's
hostile. It's
the thing that like starts the process. It's the thing that starts the process that can create what eventually might become a xenomorph. And it it's like the fuel kind of to make a xenomorph, and they use these intentionally to wipe out worlds, right? Because at the end of Prometheus, it's pretty clear that their plan was to go to Earth and drop these bitches off to wipe that shit clean so they can start over again and repopulate. So the engineers designed this stuff to make the xenomorphs such that they can be tools of that like mass destruction.
Yeah. Okay.
And but it could also, I mean, I think that what you're saying is also true, because the way that they do that is by killing and cocooning and like making more
and populating.
Yeah. So I think it's all kind of a part of the same process.
Right. And I was just wondering, since there's no queen on this ship, this one is just kind of just running through everybody.
That nigga is killing indiscriminately. That nigga is just engaged in murder, just generally offing cats,
cutting people in half.
One thing I will say though, as being like an Alien fan, I noticed, and I knew this was going to happen. I noticed that when they introduced the xenomorph, they introduced him in like the first episode, I think. And I was like, I said to myself, like, damn, they ain't wasting no time. We in the shit like right away. And I noticed that they did not do the second mouth. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, they're going to introduce this by way of a kill.
Yeah.
Watch. This is a Alien specialty, bro. They're gonna surprise the shit out of you with that second mouth. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And that's exactly what happened.
Bro, we haven't even seen no acid blood yet. Oh my goodness.
Did that get, I feel like, was that introduced in Alien 2? Or was that?
It was introduced in Aliens, but you also gotta think, no, it was introduced in Alien, remember? Because they cut the face hugger. And it drops all the way to the bottom. I think the movie that really makes it like you really get to see what kind of a problem the acid blood is Alien vs Predator. Oh, I never seen that movie.
You never saw Alien vs Predator?
No,
it's fire, bro. It's big dumb. It's a big dumb movie, but it's a fire big dumb movie.
Big dumb movies.
Yeah. For sure.
I avoided it because I thought it was bad. I'll check it out.
But, again, it's not. It's like it's just a big silly movie, bro.
I'm gonna watch it. But but even Aliens too, but does a good job with the acid blood too. But I just I'm curious to see, because we know isn't there also a rumor that Blade Runner exists in this universe too? I was really hoping that there would be a Wallace Corporation Easter egg in there somewhere, which it's only 3 episodes in, so it could happen. But
so here's the thing about that. I don't know, right? I think that they're both originally properties or intellectual materials. Ridley Scott. So in his mind, I think they do. And there is a deleted scene from either Aliens or Blade Runner, one of the two, where there's like an email exchange between Wayland and Wallace, where like I think Wallace is like, you basically, the gist of it is like, bro, you shouldn't even be fucking with robots in the first place. You need to be getting on this replicant tech that I got going on. And they're like kind of debating like which is the best. I don't know if that's officially been canonized though. But like outside of a deleted scene, I don't know if that's been like officially made canon in any actual movie. And when they were introducing like those, I was waiting for it, to be honest. Like when there was a scene in the first episode where they were breaking down the 5 major corporations, like it was Wayland, Yutani. Sorry, I don't think they had merged yet. It was Wayland and then also Yutani, and then like with the super the super kid or whatever, his shit. And I just knew that the fourth one was going to be Wallace Corporation. I just knew it. And when I didn't hear it, I was like, oh shit, well, I guess maybe that's not officially canon.
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, man, Alien Earth is dope. I think it's gonna be just all-time really good show, especially for a property that we are such big fans of. But it acts as an origin sort of story here. So speaking of origins, today our top 5 of the day is going to be your top 5 favorite origin films of all time. Before we do that, Optimus Prime, go.
Go, yes. Hey.
We will kill them all.
Sorry.
We also gotta get our shit right here. It's Wallace Tyrrell Corporation.
Okay.
So all of the nerds are gonna be mad at us, but yes, the Tyrrell Corporation. So
there we go.
Fans spark speculation from a DVD bonus feature in Alien 20th anniversary, which the character Dallas is said to have worked for the Tyrrell Corporation. Tyrrell being the company responsible for replicants. Blah 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 blah. Ridley Scott muses that he can imagine the alien crew walking into a bar around the corner from Deckard. That's funny.
Hey. Wait, read that again?
In DVD commentary, Ridley Scott muses that he can imagine the alien crew walking into a bar around the corner from Deckard.
Man, come on now.
Which would be fire. And the Wayland. Okay, so it was Prometheus. The Prometheus Blu-ray hints at Eldon Tyrrell from Blade Runner may have mentored Peter Weyland, and the founder of the corporation central to the Alien prequel universe, but it's not considered to be a core storyline. Just make it canon, bro.
Just make it a core storyline, man.
Like, come on, man.
Come on.
There's always money involved. Like that probably owned by 2 different studios, and who cares? They're always letting money fuck shit up.
Yep.
Anyways, all right. So our top 5s. What are we doing? Sorry.
Top 5 favorite origin films.
Yes.
What are we doing?
All right, man. I got a couple honorable mentions, bro.
Oh boy.
One I think will make you super happy, and I'm sure you're going to talk about it. So I'll just say the name, Dune.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe hear more about that later.
Dune.
Maybe you've heard of it. Can I interest you?
Maybe you've heard it. Maybe you've heard of it.
Another one. Even though I'm not the hugest fan of this series, I have come to like it a lot more now. Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Rings.
Wait,
man.
you're not a fan of Lord of the Rings?
We talked about this, man.
It's a lot of vanilla ice cream out there.
We talked about this when I first was introduced to it.
Yeah, I kind of told you.
Folks.
I had a very similar. I love Lord of the Rings, by the way, but I had a very similar situation and sort of eye-opening moment when I was in high school. I had read Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers book. And Fellowship of the Ring was coming out in theater. I don't think I was in high school. I was young. I might have been.
No, I don't think you would have been, because I was like in like 8th grade.
Yeah, I
8th grade?
I was younger, but I just remember I had read the book in school and I was excited to see the movie, and I remember seeing the movie and literally in the middle of the movie, I was literally like, because you read the book and you kind of, when you read, you kind of create the world yourself, and
you visualize it.
I was literally after the first hour of Fellowship of the Ring, which is, coincidentally is my favorite Lord of the Rings movie. I just remember I was just said to myself, like, yo, none of these people are black. Like, none. Like, there's not one black person in the entire world. That's crazy. And then, you watch powers, and not one.
Not one.
You know what I mean? So that definitely affected me. I do love those movies, but definitely affected me. I'd be lying if I said that it didn't. And I kind of had a similar. I don't know if you. I think we texted about this. Because I had watched The Northman.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I really liked it. Thought it was really dope. It's a dope film. But then, I watched that, and then I watched what other Robert Eggers movie did I watch? I watched
Lobster,
The Northman, and I watched
Lighthouse,
and then I was sort of, I was like, yo, has this dude Robert Eggers ever casted a black person ever? You know what I mean? And I get it, that we're, this is a story of, this is a Viking story, and but I mean, during that time period and in that area and the way Viking culture worked, like there definitely could have been a black person in there somewhere. You know what I mean? And then
for sure.
And then I really don't think Robert Eggers has ever cast a black character ever in a film.
I don't think so. He's only got 4 films: The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, Nosferatu. I don't think there are any black characters in any of those movies.
And it's it's 2025. It's kind of you got to kind of make an effort to. To do that. So he kind of rubs me the wrong way, man.
Agreed. His movies just in general, I can respect the artistry. I think they're very well done, but it's not my it's not my cup of tea.
Facts. Agreed. But yeah, man. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Here's a amazing honorable mention, bro. Almost made the top 5. It doesn't make the top 5 because all the rest of the movies are kind of whack. But dog, Men in Black, bro. The first Men in Black.
That's a good one.
That movie was I loved that movie when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
It was one of my favorite 90s movies, bro.
Yeah. First Men in Black.
The second Men in Black was all right.
I don't even remember the second one. The first one is fire.
Yeah, first one is amazing. The second one was all right. It was when he had to go, when Jay had to go find Kay and like make him remember how to be a Men in Black again.
Yeah, okay. Because he got flashed.
Yeah, at the end of the first one, Jay asked him to flashy thing him.
Flashy thing him.
Man, again, that universe, man, it's kind of a cool little universe, bro.
It is. That cartoon was dope.
Had a cartoon. The cartoon was fire. Had a
dog
ass intro.
If you had a successful film in the 90s,
you were getting a TV show.
That wasn't rated R. You're getting a TV show,
and you're getting a toy line.
You're getting a toy line,
bro, for sure. I had a couple of Men in Black figures. I think. I think I just had Jay.
I had both.
But yeah, TV show was fire. That was one of my Saturday morning cartoon serial shows. That and Mighty Max, I remember.
Oh man.
And Beast Wars, bro. Oh my god, dog.
Beast Wars, come on.
Beast Wars. I have such. I texted you this. I have such a strong memory of eating. Honeycombs and watching Beast Wars, bro.
Beast Wars was so good, man.
Yeah, love that show. All right, man. Into the top 5, bro. A strong ass top 5, bro. Number 5. If this is number 5, you know how strong this top 5 is. Number 5, Blade.
Woo!
Introduced us to the whole Marvel universe. We didn't know it yet at the time, but
bro, and I talk about Blade. Blade is one of my favorite movies of all time. Such a dope film. I love the way it gets his origin out of the way in like 5 minutes.
Bruh, yes. And then jumps right into the shit. Also, is Blade the coldest name for a superhero ever?
Yes, and Blade is easily the GOAT Marvel swordsman, and nobody talks about it.
I'm trying to think who
Black
even
Knight,
comes close.
maybe.
Oh, Black Knight.
And
yeah.
there's literally a character named Swordsman but nobody's better than Blade.
Black Knight is good. There's Shatterstar got some tech with
Shatterstar too, but I wouldn't put him. I love Shatterstar, but I wouldn't put him over Blade.
I wouldn't either, dog. Blade. I think Blade is better. I remember Swordsman. He was in. I think he was in. Wasn't he in a Hawkeye TV show?
In a Hawkeye TV show.
Yeah. Blade is washing that. Blade is cutting him in half, bro. Easy peasy.
Man, and he's just the casting of Wesley Snipes,
man,
is one of the. It might be, to me, you know, I think it's the GOAT.
And
casting.
I remember when they announced this movie, I think we all kind of assumed that it was going to be Wesley Snipes. And when it was, we were like, of course it's Wesley Snipes, bro. Who else could it have been?
He kills this role, man.
Blade,
Such a
bro.
good movie.
I haven't actually watched Blade all the way through in a long time.
I just recently was going through a Blade phase.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I watch
again.
it all the time. It's one of my
Also
favorites.
R-rated, bro. All the way.
Rated R. Fight scenes so good.
Yes.
It's a dope movie. It is
Bro,
a very dope.
Which
movie.
Blade was it where that nigga Blade German suplexes somebody through?
That's the second one,
bro. That shit was so fucking funny, bro.
Vertical suplexes, and then he jumps up really fast afterwards. He's like
the vertical suplex, bro.
It was yeah. It's really dope.
All right, man. Number 4, strong ass number 4, bro. Black Panther.
Let's go.
Spoke enough about that, so I mean, the top 3 is just all goated shit, and it's stuff that we've all talked about for a long time. So we'll run through them quick. Number 4, Black Panther. Number 3, nigga, John Wick. Woo! And
that's true.
I was late to the John Wick party, but boy, am I glad I made it, because that universe is incredible.
It is very dope.
Every single movie is a banger, bro.
Very dope.
John Wick. Number 2, Into the Spider-Verse.
Let's go.
Which could only mean that number 1 is, you guessed it, The Matrix.
Hey, the Neo. Fire. It's a strong ass list. That's a great list.
It's a strong list, man.
That is a great list.
Yeah.
Very dope. John Wick is a really dope pick. I can't stand the third Matrix movie. Yeah,
it's tough. That one's tough, bro.
I just don't understand what they were doing. But that's a great list. All right, man, let's go. Top 5 favorites origin films. I'm not always a fan of origin films, especially comic book origin movies, because one thing that I can't stand is when the character becomes the thing that you want to see in the last 5 minutes of the movie, and then there's none. You know what I mean?
You got to show their origin in a flashback, bro.
Oh my goodness,
that's the only way you can do it.
I can't stand it. But I got some honorable mentions too. The Crow.
Ooh, I thought about The Crow. Yeah,
Crow's a dope movie, man. Honorable mention. Deadpool, John Wick, Conan the Barbarian, which I love that movie. That's a good one. And Black Panther. Those are my honorable mentions. But my top 5 favorite origin movies, man. Number 5, The Matrix, dog.
Let's go.
The Matrix, Neo, one of the coolest characters ever. Just Matrix, one of the coolest worlds of all time. Very, very cool. I again, not a huge fan of the third one, but just the character in the world that this film created, very, very dope. So
yeah,
The Matrix, my number 5. Number 4, Transformers 1. I love Transformers 1.
That was an easy layup that I missed.
This film is incredible. It is. I hate that they really blew it with the marketing for this movie, because people didn't go see it because the trailer sucked and it looked like it was gonna be sort of a silly kid movie.
I feel like people saw it. You don't think so?
Nah, it didn't do well. That's why they're talking about not doing a sequel.
Wait, what movie are we talking about?
Transformers 1, the animated one.
I thought you.
Oh, no. The animated one.
I thought you meant Transformers 1 from 2007. I'm like, this shit was a box office smash.
I'm talking about the animated.
Yes,
Transformers
absolutely.
1.
Both of those were missed layups that I missed. So,
Transformers 1, the animated one that came out last year.
Phenomenal film.
Incredible.
I hate that it didn't do well.
Did the thing that we always wanted.
Yeah.
Transformers film on Cybertron.
On Cybertron.
No humans.
Original.
Bruh.
original like designs.
Yep, original designs. The Orion Pax backstory, the D16 Megatron backstory.
Mm-hmm.
This film is amazing.
Yes.
The animation is crazy. The Transformers lore that is in this movie, ridiculous. The scene where Optimus gets the Matrix and Orion gets the Matrix and he becomes Optimus Prime and he floats up. That scene is on par with the What's Up Danger scene from Into the Spider-Verse. I promise you.
Yeah.
Watch this Transformers.
No, it really is. It really is.
That scene is on that same level. It is incredible. I love this movie so much.
It made me. I didn't have a stronger reaction to a single scene in a movie until that one scene in Sinners. That was the I mean, scene. I think that scene was a little bit more impactful for me for obvious reasons, but like it was a similar type of reaction where I was like,
that Optimus Prime scene.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. Like,
well, to be clear, I think the Sinners scene was a little bit more impactful for me for obvious reasons. Yeah. But the Optimus Prime scene before I had seen Sinners, what the fuck did I just see, bro?
And this film is so good. It's dark and it's got some very good action. The choreography's crazy. The animation's crazy. When Megatron shoots him and then he goes to save him and then he says, "I'm done saving you," and his eyes turn red and he drops him, bro. Oh my gosh. And then he falls and then he gets resurrected by the Matrix and then they just say, "Bro, you gotta play it on YouTube." And then they just say, "Arise, Optimus Prime," and then he just shoots up to the surface, bro. Crazy. This is literally probably in my top like 3 favorite just scenes from a film ever. It's crazy. And I hate that this movie went over so many people's heads and they just didn't go see it because of the marketing for this movie was really bad. But my goodness, it's one of the best scenes ever in a movie.
No. Why?
Oh my gosh.
Why did you do that? Why?
Heel turn, bro. He about to join the NWO.
I'm done saving you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Come on, man.
The music.
This is one of the greatest scenes ever in a film.
Damn, I didn't notice the Akira eyes on Megatron.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, with the flare.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, this film is a masterpiece, bro. It really is.
It really, bro, amazing. Ooh.
Yeah,
forgot that.
Rips my man in half.
Oh,
yeah, right here.
In the eyes of Primus, he entrusts in you the future of Cybertron.
Oh my gosh.
And the matrix of leadership.
Bruh. That nigga got gifted from the Most High, dog.
Come on, man. Bro, and the parallels between them two getting their upgrade at the same time. Oh my gosh. Come on, man.
I am Megatron! Arise!
Bro, goosebumps.
Optimus Prime.
Oh my god! Bro, this... I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. And then he hits that superhero landing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna kill everyone.
We have to stop him. Come on.
God, this movie's so, and it looks great too.
Bro, this movie it's a masterpiece, bro. I'm telling you, it's super slept on, man. Oh my gosh. Woo! Ridiculous. Come on, man. Man, you gotta turn off. Turn off. I'm telling you, this movie is so slept on. It's the greatest Transformers movie of all time.
Yes.
You know what? Oh my gosh, I gotta put it higher. All right.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert: number 4 is gonna be Blade for me. We just talked about Blade. Love Blade. Yep. I'm gonna put Transformers 1 at number 3. Yeah. And then my number 2 is Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Classic. One of my favorite films of all time. Miles' story is mad inspirational. This is a genius origin movie where he does struggle to get his upgrade, but my goodness, when he gets it, there's still enough time left for him to be dope as a hero.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Spider-Man.
Perfect. And my number 1, come on guys, my number 1, it's Dune. The first Dune Part 1. Just not even necessarily just the character of Paul, because I don't like Paul, but the world, the world of Dune, man. Like, this is, and the way that this film builds this origin for this world and all its history and its politics it's so much, but it does not spoon feed you. You got to just kind of pick it up. You know what I mean? It's this crazy world where, it's like centuries removed from a war, like, a Terminator, like a war against machines where the humans actually won, but that's why all the tech is analog, because they won't use machines anymore. So then you got these people that are mentats and they act like human computers, and then you know what I mean? And then, but since there's no tech, there's not a lot of guns, so the focus is on blades for combat. And then they have these shields, but then you can only penetrate a shield if the weapon is moving slowly. That's why nobody uses guns because the gun's bullets too fast to go through the shield. And then, you know what I mean? And then nobody uses shields on Arrakis because the shields attract the sandworms. And then nobody, it's all this crazy.
Every time you say this, it reminds me, you got to check out Foundation, bro.
I will. I know I got to check that out.
It's perfect.
But Dune is just an incredible world. It's crazy. And that's my number 1. Boom. Dune, Into the Spider-Verse, Transformers 1, Blade, The Matrix. Man, Transformers 1 is...
It's great.
That movie is incredible. Guys, go. If you haven't never watched that movie, please watch that movie.
Like, what are you doing?
It is
so
good.
What are you doing?
It's great. That's it, man. We're back.
Let's go.
Hopefully we can do another episode before the year's over. But as you guys know, I'm going to be really busy here. But let's go, man. Thank y'all for listening.
We back.
We back for the time being. If you want to join the Discord, hit up Hero, message him on Twitter, Instagram, and we'll get you in there.
There we go.
Thank y'all for listening. Peace. Optimus Prime, the GOAT.